Hello everyone, changing the subject. Sometimes we have in any formula or rule in algebra like this, volume of cylinder V equal pi r squared h. I need to solve this equation in terms of h, or make h the subject. This is our lesson today. Or like this equation, I want to make y the subject. I want to make y alone in its side of the equation. So I need to remove b and remove ax. Also here, if I want to make h a subject, I want to get rid of r squared and pi. How can I do this? Let me show you. So my objective today, changing the subject of each equation or any formula. For example, in question 1 through 5, make x the subject of the equation. Let me show you the first one, 3x plus a is equal to b. I want to make x a subject in all question I'm going to explain now. I want to make x subject. So I get rid of 3 and a. We solving or using the inverse method of inverse operation. The same method you used before to solve the linear equation. Simply you subtract a minus a minus a, okay? A minus a is 0. 3x now is equal to b minus a. And then divide by 3 here, divide by 3 here. Thank you, that's it. X equal b minus a over 3. Very easy. Question number 2. A times x plus b is equal to 5. I can get rid of a by dividing by a, because a is multiplied by the bracket. So divide by each side, a divided by a1. So x plus b is equal to 5 over a. You don't have any answer, just write it again. Because a is unknown, I don't know what's the value of a. Then minus b here, minus b here. So b minus b is 0. So x is equal to 5 over a minus b. Very easy. Solve it as you solve the equation. A plus b over x is equal to c. Here I can write c over 1 and then use a cross multiplication for the equality of two ratios or proportion. You know that cx is the same as 1 times a plus b. Yes? For any proportion, the product of means equal product of extremes. So cx now is equal to 1 times a plus b. After that, divide by c here, divide by c here. Thank you, this is the value. Very easy. Cx equal, just write it again to improve your answer, a plus b over c. Now I make x subject. Super easy. Yes? Continue. Some question also to more practice. Now you can stop the video and try to solve this question with me. Make x a subject from this one. Okay? Let's go. X here is spread into two terms. Just to take it outside to collect in one term. 3 plus 2y is equal to 6. Then I want to make x subject. Remove all this. Divide by it. 3 plus. You know, x multiplied by the bracket. So you have to divide the inverse operation of multiplication. 3 plus 2y. I divide each side by 3 plus 2y. Here is cancelled out 1. So x equal this amount. 6 over 3 plus 2y. Thank you. Continue this one. Here x in the right hand side. So I prefer to write mx plus c in the left and then y in the right. You can switch the right instead of the left. And after that, minus c. Okay? So mx is equal to y minus c. And then divide the equation by m, the slope of the line. You can go to each term divided by m, or you can all of them over m. No problem. The same answer. So m divided by m is 1. You have x is equal to y over m minus c over m. Thank you. That's it. Some more harder question you may see in your study. Make r the subject of the formula v equal 1/3 pi r squared h. Just I flip the equation. 1/3 here, pi r squared h is equal to v. And look what I will do now. Concentrate on r. I want to make r subject, this one. I want to remove 1/3. Just multiply by 3 here, multiply by 3 here. I want to remove pi. Divide by pi, divide by pi. h also. So I divide by pi h. Pi h, I divide it by pi h here. That's it. Now h is cancelled out. Pi also. Even 3 times 1/3 is 1. You have now r squared is a subject. So r squared now is equal to 3v over pi h. Okay? After taking square root of each side to get, of course, r is the radius of the base of the cone. Only one square root. Yeah, you don't write positive or negative, only this root. Square root of 3v over pi h. Thank you, that's it. Now, q, I want to make subject under a square root. In this case, you can, to remove the square root, make a square of each side. So when you square this side will be s squared over, squaring a radical sign will remove it, so will be pq is equal to r squared is the same r squared. Okay? Now q, now free of the radical sign. We don't have radical sign. I can multiply now. Look, the q here, you can make a cross multiplication. I think it's easier. So p q r squared is equal to s squared. Product of means again equal product of extreme, as you see here. After that, you divide by, look, go to the question. I want to make x a subject, q, sorry. So I want to remove p in r square over p r square over p r square. So cancel p, cancel r squared. This is the formula, thank you. So finally, I got q as a division of s squared by p r squared. Okay? I hope to be everything is easy. More question I have here, like question number 8. This one. Make x a subject. All x here also is spread into two terms in numerator and denominator. Cross multiplication, please. So x plus p times 1. X plus p is equal to y into x minus p. Remove the bracket. xy minus py is the same as x plus p. I want to, you just bring x here and then bring your p in here with the inverse sign or opposite sign, as you see here. I just write x minus xy because this xy already is positive. If you move it in the left hand side will be negative. P, when you move it here, will be negative p minus py. Okay? So you can take x a common factor. X into 1 minus y is equal to, I cannot get minus y, it's the same, negative b minus py. So finally, the x, just to divide each side by 1 minus y, 1 minus y. Okay? So x finally is equal to negative p minus py over 1 minus y. You can, if you have a lot of negative sign, you can multiply all by negative, will be p plus py over y minus 1. I think this formula is better. It includes only one negative sign. Okay? So, as you see now, I used the method of inverse operations, the same method used in solving linear equation, to isolate or to make one of the symbols is the subject of the formula. Thank you so much, and you have 2 more questions. Copy this question now and solve it. And also this question, I want to make A the subject. Okay, this A I want to make a subject. And then in the formula, I want to make D the subject, this one. Try to solve it, and I'm waiting you. Write your answer in the comments. See you next time. Thank you so much. Goodbye.